David Tepper has made it through the lengthy bidding and approval process to become the next owner of the Carolina Panthers, but the work is truly just beginning for him. Over the coming 6 weeks, leading into his official takeover of the team once the $2.275 billion sale of the team officially closes in July, Tepper will be evaluating things from just about every angle. The ongoing NFL investigation into current owner Jerry Richardson and the Panthers for the alleged sexual harassment and racial workplace misconduct makes the transition seem a bit messy on the surface. Beyond that, there are multiple other factors that need addressing as well within the organization, whether it's a new stadium, upgraded practice facility, front office changes, the Richardson statue, and more. Tepper admitted during Tuesday's introductory press conference that he simply doesn't know enough about several of the situations to answer questions about the future quite yet. "Well, I can't change much before I actually buy the team, and I don't know exactly what's there because I haven't been there," Tepper said. "So for me to exactly speak about that as far as what I'm going to do is almost impossible. But I'll say this, and this has nothing to do with whatever is there because I don't know, but for me a couple of things. I've had a business for 25 years, and I'm a person that believes for equality for everyone, men and women. Versus me talking about what happened, anything good, bad or indifferent in the past is the past, and the future will be that." Here's a look at the most important decisions facing Tepper upon arrival. Note, these rankings are determined by the most pressing on an immediate basis as Tepper takes over. The long-term issues are more towards the bottom of the list. It was less than 2 years ago when the Panthers unveiled their statue of team owner Jerry Richardson. At the time, the bronze bust of the man who brought the NFL to Carolina in between two Panthers seemed like a great idea. Then December 2017 came, and Sports Illustrated revealed an explosive report detailing the Panthers owner reaching multiple non-disclosure agreements with former employees after sexual harassment in the workplace. Since then, more details have surfaced from a victim, and it's put a serious black eye on the Panthers franchise as a whole. Their once proud owner is now seen by some nationally as a fraud. One of Tepper's first big acts will be deciding what to do with Richardson's statue. While the 81-year-old Richardson did indeed found the Panthers, and he certainly deserves credit for that, the things that allegedly happened behind the scenes shouldn't be tolerated in any working environment. Jerry Richardson. If the NFL's investigation proves that Richardson did indeed sexually harass a number of female employees and there were some in the organization who turned a blind eye toward it, and signed off on the non-disclosure agreements, those people should be removed, too. Tepper truly wants to fix the Panthers' image as an organization. Their dismissals seem like a no-brainer, if the new owner can get his hands on proof of their involvement, of course. The Panthers have been without a team president since Danny Morrison resigned in February of 2017 for undisclosed reasons. Absent of a team president and without their owner calling the shots since December, all of the Panthers' decision-making has fallen on the shoulders of promoted Kutina Becker, who started her career with the Panthers as a member of the Top Cats before working her way up the organizational ladder. While Becker has seemingly done a fine job, Carolina could use some more stability at the top of the ladder, and a team president, or someone of a similar capacity, should be an important first hire for Tepper. Tepper bought the team on his own with $2.2 billion in cash, deferring $75 million of that total, proving he's got more than enough dough to keep the team afloat on his own. Most owners choose to defer at least part of the team to minority partners underneath them, but it remains to be seen if Tepper will do that. When asked about partners underneath him on Tuesday, Tepper essentially gave a non-answer, saying he needed more time to evaluate the situation. Bringing in at least a few business associates to help with the Panthers would at least take some items off Tepper's plate, which is already full as the manager of the hedge fund Appaloosa Management. This is more of a long-term situation, so it falls further on the list. Tepper wants to keep the Panthers in Charlotte, but that doesn't mean he won't push for a new stadium down the line. Carolina's current residence, Bank of America Stadium, is a fine home. But it's also 22 years old, right around the average shelf life of an NFL stadium. The city put $75 million into renovating the stadium in 2013 and is expected to double up with $75 million more of renovations in 2022, but at some point the renovations won't be enough to help Tepper and his ownership group bring in the maximum amount of revenue on their purchase compared to the other latest and greatest venues around the league. And if Charlotte ever wants to host a Super Bowl, increased parking spaces, a retractable roof and more bells and whistles are all likely needed down the road. Since the Panthers started playing inside Bank of America Stadium, they have been one of the few teams to adopt the NFL's shield as their midfield logo. It was Richardson's way of giving thanks to the league for allowing him to bring a team to the Carolinas. But with Richardson now out and Tepper coming in, it may be time for the Panthers to add their own brand and logo to the playing surface. Marty Hurney: this is another question for at least a year or two down the road, but it's an important one when it comes to on-the-field success. Head coach Ron Rivera and general manager Marty Hurney are each signed through 2020, as is quarterback Cam Newton, but come 2019 or 2020, Tepper will likely have to decide on their futures one way or the other. For now, the extensions shouldn't be a problem. Rivera has led the Panthers to the playoffs 4 of the last 5 seasons, and Hurney's contract provides the football offices some stability among the ownership change and recent firing of Dave Gettleman in 2017. It probably goes without saying the on-field results this season will go a long way toward determining what direction Tepper ultimately goes in. A report surfaced earlier this week. Tepper is already considering the option of constructing a new multi-purpose practice facility on either side of the Carolina state line. The Panthers currently practice outside next to Bank of America Stadium and don't have an indoor facility. To put it mildly, the space is a bit outdated compared to what other NFL teams utilize. The team also holds training camp at Wofford College in Spartanburg, South Carolina, which is the alma mater of Richardson. Now that Richardson is gone, a new practice facility in an ideal location could even make sense for a potential training camp home.